What is going on, guys? Carter here with Edge Mindset. We have an unboxing. Of course we do. You can see the box right here. You know what's up. This one's cool. I think. This one, yeah. I think you're really going to dig this one. Oh, I already cut that. I already cut that side. Need to cut this side. Tried filming this before. I didn't care for the way I was doing it. So we're going to switch it up. We're going to try something different. So, this is a first for me. If you've been following my channel, you know that I have been digging this brand recently. Yes, this is a Hinderer, but this one is special. Before you tune away and say, I don't want to see another Hinderer, I've already seen so many, right? That's all I see is Hinderers everywhere. Just Hinderers falling out of the sky. This one's different, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. If it's cool or it's not cool. So we got the normal tri-way stuff. This is a tri-way model. Sean Lemastis, I don't know, something like that. That's who assembled this. Here we go. Here's the knife. You may be saying that looks like a regular XM-24. It is not a regular XM-24. This is something a little bit special. Look at that lock side. Not only is it textured, right? Normally the lock side on these are smooth. It's bronzed. It's multi-textured, and it has battlefield pickup weathering on here. That is right. And not only that, it has a spear point blade with a swedge at the top. This is a DLT 12 Days of Christmas exclusive right here. BPU, battlefield pickup number 1085. So, very, very cool. Man, you know what? I cannot decide if I prefer bearings or washers on these. I go back and forth. This one feels really, really good. And this one's running on bearings, of course. We've got bronzed hardware here. I think it's just, anodized bronze. And we can see all of the detailing on here. Now, this isn't everybody's cup of tea, and this is why I want people commenting down in the comments down below. What do you think of this concept? I'll be honest, I kind of went back and forth on it. The first time I saw one of these BPUs, it caught my eye, caught my attention. I was like, that's cool. But then, I don't know, I kind of wavered on that a little bit because it seemed a little, it seemed a little home garagey. Now, this example, in my opinion, is a little bit better. But the flat-scaled versions, it seemed a little like somebody just took a Dremel to it in their garage and beat it up, which, honestly is basically what this is, right? A lot of the weathering on here is kind of just done with basic hand tools. Now, it does kind of, I'm getting real nerdy here, it does kind of toe that line, though, where it's just professional enough that it feels good and legit. At least I think it does. You've got an acid wash blade right here. This interesting pattern that they put on there. This one is in 20 CV. Now, I've heard mixed things about Hinderer's 20 CV. I'm hoping this one's good because this is new from this year. Last year, 2024. So it's not an older 20 CV. This is a newer 20 CV. That green just really works with that bronze. And this is a full thickness 24, unlike my Warncliffe, which is the skinny. And I might want to do a side to side on that. This feels really good in the hand. I kind of like this full thickness. And the colors and the bronze with the weathering on this thing is absolutely spectacular. You've got all the, the bells and whistles on here. Got the lock bar insert. You got the bearings, all the things the kids love nowadays. Very, very cool. Let's switch that pocket clip around just for funsies. We'll hang out for another minute here, talk about and admire this really cool knife. Curious what you guys think about it. Like I said, I kind of went back and forth on whether I thought it was cool or, I don't know about cheesy. I don't think I thought it was cheesy, but I did kind of think it just wasn't, I don't know if I want to say professional, but it didn't feel intentional enough. Like it kind of felt like somebody just went a little bit wild with a Dremel and a saw. But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm off base on that. There is a lot of details on here. You can see there's even like manual pockmarking on the screw, the female side of the screws here. In some of these BPUs, what they'll have is multicolored anodizing, which is very, very cool. Gives it kind of a neat multi-dimensional look on it. And the other thing, I forgot to mention, the other thing about this, one of these popped up for sale, and it was same thing, right? The DLT 2024 12 days Christmas thing. Couple numbers below this one, I believe. And I had my eye on it. You know, it's just, these aren't cheap on the secondary market. The retail price on these, I feel, are pretty good. I think the retail is like $850 for the XM24's BPUs, something like that. But secondary pricing is, you know, pretty high. And so I'm fairly new to like Hinderers in that world, and I was a little reluctant to get involved in it to that level. So I was keeping my eye on it, wondering if maybe the price would drop, also trying to decide, like, is this something I want to get in on? Much better, much better. Something about that tip up carry just looks so much better. Wasn't quite sure if that's something I wanted to get in on or not. Kept my eye on it. Finally, I made Finally, I made an offer on it, which was a little bit below what the guy was asking. And he didn't take me up on it. You know, I just wanted to let it ride for a little bit before he dropped prices and things like that, which I was like, okay, that's cool. And then somebody else snagged it, right? Somebody picked it up. I missed out on it. I was kind of kicking myself because the price I offered compared to his asking was only $50 less. So it's one of those things where, you know, I lost out on it over $50, but at the same time, you know, you've got to have some sort of threshold. You can't just keep going up $50 every time you want something, or else you'll end up paying way too much. But I was kind of kicking myself for missing it. And then maybe a week later, this one popped up. Like I said, only a couple digits below or above that other one, same exact knife. And I was able to snag this for $50 less than what I had offered on the previous one. So, you know, by no means a good deal. Still very expensive, but, you know, made me feel a little bit more warm and fuzzy about it. The other cool thing about carrying knives that have this kind of manual weathering on it is I'm less scared to like carry it. Even expensive knives. You know, I carry most of my knives. I've got a few that I kind of don't because they're expensive, they're special, and I just have other knives that makes more sense to carry in their stead. But knives like this are always kind of easy to carry because they're already, you know, you just add to the look of them to a certain degree. Yeah. All right, guys, comment down below. What do you think of this? And what do you think of like just the BPU concept from Hinderer in general? Is it cool? Is it cheesy? Does it just look like, you know, why would you pay extra money for a knife that looks like it's been beat up and thrown around? I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm very curious. Till the next video, take care.